Everyone, welcome to XALT Ministries. My name is Wyatt, and today we're going to look at Here I Am to Worship. The chords I have are from Chris Tomlin's version. There are several other authors that you may have or you may want to play. The one I'll be playing is actually meant for, he has it in key of C. I like to play it in the key of D. That's how I've always played it. In order to accomplish that, I do capo 2. So that's be capo, 2nd fret. And then we're going to play C chords for the song, and that'll make it our D key. For this one, though, for the C chords, I like using the worship C chords. I find that for this song, I like to have the, I'm going to call it the tone to be very smooth. I don't want something that's going to give it like a going from chord to chord and it feels like the song is going like this. I want something that's going to go relatively smooth with just the root chords changing. So I'm going to use worship C chords for this. Okay, like your difference between normal C and worship C. Okay. So let's get a look at those chords and see how they're made. All right, so let's take a look at the chords. Remember here we have capo 2, 2nd fret. All right. So let's look at the chords here. We got, I'm going to just play through them real quick. This is the C, the G, the F, and the D minor. That's the only 4 chords you're going to be using for the song. So let's get to it real quick. For your C, I want to remind you real quick, if you take these 2 off, putting your pointer finger on the 2nd or the 1st fret 2nd string and your pinky on the 3rd fret 1st string, these fingers will never come off throughout this whole song. So if you're just starting to learn guitar, beware, you will have what I call sausage fingers, which is if you look at the very bottom of, well, you can't really see them because of the light. The very bottom, you can see that they have notches in them. That's from holding the strings. I call them sausage fingers. That's what you'll have when you start this song, but that's okay because you'll develop calluses and they won't be as bad. All right, so let's start off here. This is going to be the C. And this is going to be a mute, okay, mute top string. 3, 2, open, 1, 3. And that's with your ring finger on the 3rd fret 5th string and your middle finger on the 2nd fret 4th string. Okay, remember these. Remember these, if I can get it right. Remember these 2 here. Your pointer and your pinky will never change. Okay, so it's just going to be on the C. And easy, because to move up to your G, you're just going to take these 2 fingers and you're going to both move them up a string each. And that's going to be your G. So you have a 3, 2, open, open, 1, 3. Okay, and that's your G. And your F, like you have, you go G, C, F, you just move down here. Make sure you mute or do not play your top 2 strings, okay? Because that way it'll bring out this F right here. This is your F, your root F note. It'll bring that out a whole lot more if you mute that top 2, and I use my thumb for that. So I have mute, mute, 3, 2, 1, 3. And then the D minor is the same thing as your F, and then you just take off this finger here. And then it makes this string here now goes from F, because you have F, D, or sorry, F, E, D sharp, and then D, because you're capoed. So that brings out your dominant D note. So that's your D. Your D minor. Sorry, D minor. All right, and that's going to be a mute, mute, open, 2, 1, 3. And that's pretty much all the 4 chords you're going to be using for the song. So you have a C, G, F, and D. D minor. All right, so let's check out how these are used in the song. All right, so now that we're done with the chords, now let's go look into how they're used. Also, we're going to look at the strum pattern. The strum pattern that I use for the song is going to be right now on the bottom of your screen. It's the most popular one that I use. I really like it for this song. I think it's actually one of the first songs I started using it on for this. And I do change the strum pattern a little bit when I start. I don't actually just start with a strum pattern. I usually just start with down strums when I start this off. But for the first verse that you're looking at, it's going to go from the C to the G to a D, and then C, G, F. I'm just going to mention them that way. I'm not going to call them, C2, or I think it's G at 11 and F at 9. I'm just going to call them just the straight chords just to keep it easier for this tutorial. So to start off with the C chord, it's going to be light of the world, G. You step down, D minor, down into darkness, C. Open, G, my eyes, let me see, F. Oops, F. Okay, then you're going to go and you're going to repeat that again. So it's going to be here, you're going to go, beauty that made, C to G. This heart, D minor, heart adore you, C, hope, if I get that right, C, hope of a life, G, spent with you, F. So this is the way I like to play it when I first do the very first verse. Light of the world, you step down into darkness, open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you, hope of a life spent with you. And to start off going to the chorus, your first chord will actually be a C, but it's going to be at the kind of like the end of your technically your first line. The chord sheet that I have attached is not in the same setup as the one that I'm used to. So when I say the same line, I'm used to my setup that I usually have, which I cannot find right now. So your first chord is going to be Here I Am to Worship, and that's going to be C on worship. So it's going to be coming off the F chord from your verse. It's going to be with you. And you're going to start C worship. And here I am to worship, okay? Here I am to bow, G, bow down. Here I am to say, C, say that you're my God, F. You're altogether lovely, is C. Altogether worthy, G. Altogether wonder is C. Wonderful to me, F. So chorus, we have here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. All right. Now, your next verse 2. Get my setup here so I can get my guitar to quit sliding on me. There we go. Okay. So next verse here, verse 2, is going to start out just the same way as on verse 1. So it's going to start out C, King of all days, G. Oh, so highly, D. Highly exalted. Back to C. Glorious in heaven, G. Above. Now I gotta check this. Okay, let me play through this real quick so I make sure these chords are right, because they seem a little odd from what I'm used to. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven. Yeah, it's good. All right. Sorry, it just looked different for a second because the words are dragged out a lot more. Okay, so started the first verse 2. We have King of all days, so King C of all days, G. Oh, so highly, D minor, so highly exalted. Make sure when you do this, try to mute both your 6th and 5th strings, and it brings out that D a lot better. Okay, or just strum only 4. And then highly exalted. Then we have glorious C, glorious in heaven G, above F. Okay, C. Humbly you came, G. Came to the earth, D minor. The earth you created, C. So yeah, C. All for love's sake, G. Became poor, F. So next verse is gonna go. Whoops. It's gonna go like this. King of all days. oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all for love's sake became poor. Back to the chorus. And here I am to worship. All right, here I am to bow down, etc. Now let's look at the bridge. The bridge is repetitive. It's technically one line repeated twice, even though it's really a one-line bridge, but you just repeat it. And that bridge is going to start on a G. So when you come off your chorus, which is usually how you come into the bridge, off the chorus, you're going to call wonderful to me. Bridge. Now never know. All right. So never is G. I'll never know C. How much is F? It cost. Okay, G. So let me go through this real quick. I'll never know how much it cost. Okay, I gotta get this right. They have my chords screwed up on me. It's okay. I'm just used to playing this differently. I'm looking at this a little different sheet. So we're gonna have G. I'll never know. C. That's the C is no. No. How much is F? It costs to see G. See my sin. C. Upon that cross. F. So it's going to be G, C, F. That's going to be your progression for this whole thing. So it's going to be I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon that cross. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin. I screwed up there. See my sin upon that cross. Let me go back to the chorus. Here I am to worship. So that's pretty much how I do Here I Am to Worship. Uses a total of 4 chords. You have your C, your G, your F, and your D minor. Using the worship C chords, you don't have to move around all that much. It's a very easy song to learn. Because the only two fingers that are really moving are these two. Because this one here is always going to be stuck on your 1st fret 2nd string, and then your pinky will always be on your 3rd fret 1st string. So you just have these ones going from here to here to here, and then your D is here, muting those top, and you can do that with F as well to bring out the F root a little better. Anyways, that's how I do Here I Am to Worship. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a blessed day.